What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a great day today. If it's not enough to have one renovation to do during this late summer, fall time, it's another thing to have two. And that's where we are today. I'm actually at my father-in-law's house, and I'm going to be helping him renovate his front lawn. He's been in this house for over 10 years now. He's never really had a great lawn, and not that I'm some sort of lawn expert, but he's a busy guy, and he wants some help. So today we're actually going to be doing something different than what I did on my lawn last year, as we are going to be starting from the ground up. We are burning everything to the ground and doing all new seed, new fertilizer, and hopefully starting a whole new process for his lawn care. Because he spends a lot of time making his house look nice. He's a contractor, and so he renovated this house. And he doesn't have really time to really focus on the lawn all that much, so I'm just gonna be helping him out. And so we're gonna take a quick little tour around the lawn, show you what's going on, and then we'll be going through the plan on how we're going to renovate this lawn. So this is my father-in-law's house. Like I said, he's been here for over 10 years. It actually looks completely different than it looked this time last year. He actually redone the entire front of the house, changed the siding. We actually built the awnings right there, the eaves, whatever you want to call them. Those were not there originally. The pillars are different. So he's done a lot of work on the outside and the inside of this house. He just hasn't had time to look at his lawn. And here's his lawn. Now, with a lot of the houses around here, we have common Bermuda. So you can see we got some common Bermuda here. He's got whatever these are, just weeds. Not sure what that is, but he's got a lot of that. But it's mainly common Bermuda with some fescue mixed in. Go here in the shade. He does have a lot of clover and a lot of crabgrass. Here's the crabgrass. So this is where he redid this sidewalk. Those stairs are always there, but he redid this part of the sidewalk when he redid the front of the house. And so he tried to plant some seed down, but the problem is, I know that's like people say seed is cheap. There's a reason why good seed is expensive. And he put down some Kentucky 31. He didn't water it very well, so it died off and left this big, long, bare patch. There is some fescue in here, but it's a mix of a bunch of stuff. A lot of clover. Here's some broadleaf right here. More dead patches. There's a big thing of crabgrass. A lot of crabgrass on this side. And over here is where sort of he puts out, because he said he's a contractor, so he puts out trash and things on the side of the road. So needless to say, he's got a lot of stuff going on. And the big thing, and this is what I took away from the lawn care nut, is it's 30%. If your lawn is 30% grass, it's worth saving. But when you have 2 or 3 different types of grass plus a bunch of weeds, and you want to have one nice looking lawn with one type of grass, I think it's best. There's probably is 30% grass in here, but it's 2 different grass types, maybe 3. So I think the big part is to go ahead and just start over, kill it all off, and start from scratch. Wants to kill this off too, but the problem here is you have a lot of moss growing. I'll have to treat for that. But on this side of the house, this side of the Broadway, whatever, Breezeway, don't know what it's called. A lot of this broadleaf nonsense here. There's got a lot of Bermuda. Majority of Bermuda over here. Bermuda's taking a big, it's taking over this side, which is fine. But he hasn't decided if he wants to kill this part off yet, but it does have a lot of weeds. So what's the plan? How are we gonna do this? Well, I came out yesterday and I measured the front of the house. The main part of the front lawn is just over 2,000 square feet, and the Broadway, or whatever it's called, I call mine on my house the strip. Someone keep calling it the strip. The strip of his house is just over 1,000 square feet. So 3,000 square feet. There is a little bit more on the other side of the sidewalk. There's also some grass that he wants to go ahead and kill as well. So I may measure that, but I'm assuming it's probably just 200 square feet, if that. So what we're going to be using is Roundup. Active ingredient is glyphosate. Hope I'm saying that right. And it's 18% because it's the concentrate version. And basically the main reason for this part of the video is that I'm going to show you that you can go ahead and you can not be I'm intimidated by using Roundup. I've never used it before. When I did my house, I did like a weed. I didn't even use a weed killer. I just scalped it and started from there. Didn't treat weeds at all. But I'm gonna show you, you can do it. He has a gallon hand can. Actually, I think it's a 3-gallon. But he has a hand can that I'm gonna go ahead and use. I'm not gonna use my backpack sprayer and potentially ruin my backpack sprayer. So I'm gonna use his hand can and just spray everything, kill it all off, wait 2 weeks, come back and see if I need to do another dose of Roundup, or if at that point then we can actually scalp the grass, till it, and then start doing seed and all that kind of good stuff. So obviously I am wearing long sleeves and pants, and it is over 85 degrees today, so it is a bit toasty, but we're at the later part of the day, so it should be cooling off just a little bit. So I am wearing that to help out. I have my sunglasses. I have these Grease Monkey disposable gloves, so I'll be wearing these as well to protect my hands. I'm also wearing steel-toed boots to protect my feet, and just as double protection, so I can go ahead and throw these away because I don't even use these anymore, I have these extra gloves I'm gonna put on top of these black gloves. And that you should also wear a face mask or like a whatever thing there. I don't have one, so if I may just use my shirt to cover my face. But it's important when you're doing Roundup, do not cut the grass. I've seen a lot of people accidentally cut the grass before they did it, but you want to have as much leaf area for the Roundup or the glyphosate to attack. I'm not going to use the word Roundup anymore because I'm using the glyphosate, which just happens to be in this product called Roundup. So I'm going to use the glyphosate. You want as much leaf area as possible for it to absorb the poison, and then that takes it down to the roots. So anyway, that's what we are going to go ahead and get started with. Let's mix up some poison. Roundup. And the nifty thing about all these products is they have these wonderful directions on the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip to tell me exactly. So I know you guys can't probably read it, but it has the instructions here, and it says 1 tablespoon equals 3 teaspoons, 1 fluid ounce equals 2 tablespoons. For a tank sprayer, it says that you add 6 fluid ounces or 12 tablespoons per gallon of water, and each gallon covers 300 square feet. So I have a 3-gallon, this is a 3-gallon tank sprayer. So it's going to cover 900 square feet. Got the math? So, because it's each gallon of water covers 300 square feet. So I have 3,000 square feet to cover. I'll be doing this for a little bit, but luckily it's not going to take that long. So if it's 6 fluid ounces per gallon of water, and I have 3 gallons of water, I need to use 18 fluid ounces of concentrate. That is 6 fluid ounces. Going right into the sprayer. That's 1 down. I have 3 gallons of water in the tank sprayer. Shouldn't have used a hose like this because it bubbles. Didn't know that, but nonetheless, I have 3 gallons of water. So Those are gonna cover 900 square feet. So I'll need to do this just over twice on the front part of the yard, same thing. And then one time should be enough over on the other side. Yeah, I actually didn't buy enough concentrate, so I'll probably have to do that tomorrow, buy a little bit more concentrate. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and start spraying the front yard. It's important to know when you're spraying Roundup to go in a crisscross pattern, like you do with any sort of fertilizer or weed killer. Don't just go in one pattern. So I'm gonna go towards the red car and back, go towards that way. So I'm done. I don't know how well you guys can see this. See how wet my gloves are? That's not glyphosate, that's not poison, that's not water, that is just sweat. These gloves, while they protect you, they don't breathe at all. So they were dripping with sweat. Anyway, so I sprayed the whole front yard. You already saw how well one treatment yesterday, 18 hours ago, is doing on the main front part of the lawn. It's already browning up really nicely. Well, I'm sure the same thing will happen to the boulevard over here. But I'm gonna come back in 3 days and see how well it's doing or how bad it's doing. And then, yeah. So that's it for this one. A couple quick tips, because I know I'm not the best at these sort of tutorial videos. Make sure you're wearing proper PPE. Wear your gloves, wear long sleeve shirts, wear pants, and I suggest wearing boots or some kind of like really good solid shoes so nothing seeps into your feet. Also wear a face mask. I didn't yesterday. I was monitoring when I was smelling or when I was breathing if I could smell any chemicals or just water. And I didn't. Today's a little bit breezier, and so I did smell some. So I actually just pulled my shirt up. I started walking around like this with my face covered with my shirt. But definitely cover up your face if you can, and then you'll be fine. I mean, it'll drastically reduce your chances of getting cancer. But if you wear the proper protection, I think you should be fine. Next thing, if you're buying the red capped, the red concentrated bottle, it is 6 fluid ounces per gallon of water, which covers 300 square feet. Measure your yard. If you measure your yard, you'll know exactly how much product, how many gallons to put out. So 1 gallon covers 300. Do the math from there. When you're spraying, go ahead and make sure you're getting a decent little sprayer. A hand can works well. You don't want to waste a big expensive, even though you can clean them, and I've done a video on how to clean your backpack sprayer, and you can clean it and it will help, and you can keep reusing that sprayer. But if you get a cheap hand can, it will still get the job done, although those are better more for spot treatment. So if you have a second dirty backpack sprayer, and make things a little bit easier, maybe go a little bit faster. I've done a video on how to calibrate your sprayer to know how long it takes you to walk and waste or use up a gallon of water. So you take a gallon of water, put it in your sprayer, and then you map out 1,000 square feet, and you see how long it takes you to empty out your tank within that 1,000 square feet. And that will just help you with, how fast to walk and all that kind of good stuff. And lastly, when you're walking, and you have a backpack sprayer, or a hand can for that matter, sorry. you have a hand can for that matter, you want to put your arm down about knee height is how you want to have the liquid coming out. So you want to spray about knee height, and then you should be fine. Just follow the instructions. It can be intimidating, but don't be intimidated. But anyway, I hope you like this video. Hope it was somewhat informative, and just follow along on this journey as I rehab my father-in-law's lawn from scratch. I'm going to continue working on my lawn this fall. I'm going to show you how I go ahead and do that. Last year I did the core aeration and the overseeding. I'm not going to do the core aeration this year, but I am going to be overseeding again because it's already looking really great from last year, and now it's just, you know, making the grass thicker and choking out potential weeds next year. So anyway, I hope you follow along with this content. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff if you want to. It probably won't stop me at all. I just like making videos of any kind. I do short films, wedding videography. My full-time job is making videos, so I just like making content. So I'm gonna make it regardless, but if you want to, that's awesome. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.